In this video, we're going to go over the history of Steamboat Springs and how it came to be one of the most iconic skiing destinations in America. The story begins with James Crawford building the first natural springs bathhouse in the 1870s near what is now Iron Spring. This modest log shelter became a gathering place for the few residents who called the valley home. Throughout the late 1800s, Steamboat Springs evolved into a permanent ranching settlement, with miners and travelers regularly passing through seeking rest and good meals. The real skiing revolution began when Carl Howelsen, known as the Flying Norseman, arrived in 1912. As a performer with Barnum and Bailey's Circus, Howelsen would amaze crowds by soaring through the air on skis, sometimes clearing obstacles as large as elephants. His circus act was so popular that he commanded an extraordinary wage of $200 per week. But it was in Steamboat Springs where Howelsen would make his most lasting impact. In 1913, Howelsen introduced ski jumping to the locals and organized the first Winter Carnival, a celebration that continues to this day. He built the first ski jump in town, laying the foundation for what would become Howelsen Hill, now the oldest continuously operating ski area in Colorado, and home to the largest natural ski jumping complex in North America. The modern era of steamboat skiing began in 1955 when local rancher Jim Temple spearheaded the development of Storm Mountain, later renamed Mount Werner. Temple conducted extensive surveys and organized scouting trips, sometimes beginning at 4 a.m., to take advantage of the crusted snow surface. On July 6, 1958, Temple broke ground on what would become Steamboat Ski Resort. The resort officially opened on December 22, 1961, with a single Poma lift called the Cub Claw and $2 lift tickets. The following year, on January 12, 1963, the resort opened its first double chairlift on an historically cold day of minus 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Total lift ticket sales that day, a mere $13.75. A pivotal moment came in 1964 when hometown hero and Olympic skier Buddy Werner tragically died in an avalanche while filming in Switzerland. In his honor, Storm Mountain was renamed Mount Werner in 1965, and Buddy's Run, which remains one of the resort's most popular trails, was established in 1968. The resort's evolution is particularly evident in its lift system development. From the original Cub Claw Poma lift to today's state-of-the-art gondolas, each advancement has helped shape the mountain experience. Notable milestones include the 1972 installation of the Priest Creek Chair, the country's first lift to be planted by helicopter, and the innovative 4 Points lift in 1968, which pioneered bullwheel loading and unloading. The 1970s marked a period of significant expansion. The resort installed the Stagecoach Gondola in 1970, making it the first 6-passenger gondola in North America. That same year, Billy Kidd, who had won silver in slalom at the 1964 Olympics, became Steamboat's director of skiing, a position he still incredibly holds today, more than 50 years later. In 1974, Kidd, along with 6-time all-around world champion cowboy Larry Mahan, created the Cowboy Downhill, a unique event where professional rodeo cowboys race down the mountain. As Kidd recalls, Larry called me up and said, "I want to learn to ski." The next year, he brought up a couple friends, and when you get rodeo cowboys together, you've got a contest. The 1980s brought crucial modernization. After a challenging drought in 1980, Steamboat installed its first snowmaking system. In 1986, the resort made history again by installing the world's first 8-passenger gondola, nicknamed the Silver Bullet. The resort also became more inclusive, allowing snowboarding for the first time in 1987. By 1984, the resort had expanded into Sunshine Bowl, adding beloved runs like Flintlock, Quick Draw, and Tomahawk, trails that maintain their Mountain Man-themed names to this day. The 1990s saw continued innovation with the addition of the Storm Peak Express and Sundown Express high-speed quads in 1992. The resort's commitment to freestyle skiing was cemented with the creation of the Maverick Superpipe in 2001. And in 2004, they demonstrated environmental leadership by installing the wind-powered Burgess Creek chairlift. Steamboat's Olympic legacy is particularly noteworthy. The resort has produced more Winter Olympians than any other town in North America, an astounding 100 athletes and counting. This earned the town its nickname Town U.S.A. As of 2022, 1 out of every 136 residents is an Olympian, making you just as likely to share a gondola with an Olympian as to stand next to one in the local grocery store checkout line. What makes Steamboat truly special is its trademark champagne powder snow, a term coined by local rancher Joe McElroy in the 1950s. This phenomenon occurs due to Steamboat's unique location in the Park Range, where Pacific storms meet cold mountain air to create light, fluffy powder with unusually low moisture content. Steamboat Resort is amid its most ambitious transformation yet. The $200 million full steam ahead project, launched in 2021, includes the installation of the Wild Blue Gondola, set to become the longest and fastest 10-person gondola in North America. The resort is also expanding into Pioneer Ridge, which will make Steamboat the second-largest ski resort in Colorado with 3,620 acres of terrain. Unlike many ski resorts that exist in isolation from their towns, Steamboat Springs maintains a vibrant year-round community. The resort's newest features include Greenhorn Ranch, a state-of-the-art learning center featuring terrain-based learning technology, and the Range Food and Drink Hall, elevating the resort's culinary offerings. The base area has been completely reimagined with a new après-ski plaza, Skeeter's ice skating rink, and the Steamboat Mountain Stage for live performances. Perhaps most remarkably, Steamboat has maintained its accessibility despite its world-class status. At 6,700 feet, its base elevation is lower than many Colorado resorts, making it easier for visitors to acclimate. This advantage, combined with terrain that suits all skill levels, has helped cement its reputation as one of America's most family-friendly ski destinations. From a small western town where skis were once merely a means of winter transportation to a world-renowned resort destination, Steamboat Springs stands as a testament to the power of vision, community, and the enduring allure of powder skiing in the American West. As the resort moves full steam ahead into its next chapter, it continues to honor the spirit of innovation and hospitality that has defined it for over 60 years. That's it for this week's Leisure Lore. And please do us a favor and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed it. It means the world to us.